Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're out here with the Mercury Grand Marquis. We're going to be changing out the coil packs on this vehicle. It's been having some skipping issues, so I decided to order some. We're going to see how they work. Now, I prefer to go with the Motorcraft, but if you all know, it's about 400 bucks. So I got these for less than 100 bucks, right? I'll leave a link in the description below after we make sure they work and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop the hood on this beautiful Mercury. Sorry I can't get you guys a full walk around, but if you go back to some of the old videos, or I'll leave a link and you can see what the car looks like. All right, so we're under the hood of the Mercury. Now I did already the other day, I sprayed around where the coil packs will be going. So that'll help some. Now, check this out. See, so somebody broke the clamp and look what they did. They put like some JB welds, so that's gonna be a little tricky. So on that one, I might have to skip it, and I hope that's not the one that's messed up. I did try to make sure all the connection were good before I got started, and it still is just doing that skipping. Now the skipping that we're getting on this particular vehicle is when you're about to go up an incline. That's when you get like that little jerk to it or whatnot. Well, other than that, it rides good. If you go ahead and give it, this is how you know it's a coil pack. If you go ahead and give it gas and the skipping goes away, then typically it's the coil pack. This one has been replaced. You see, got a yellow marking on it, probably a used one or whatnot. Let's go ahead and dive in. Back ones first, but I need to remove this breather tube. So go ahead and start with that first. You know, you might as well go ahead and get the hard ones out the way first, right? So that way you don't have to worry about that. Right now I'm using an 8mm to loosen this up. Loosen this clamp. Hopefully this pops out no problem. There we go. Now typically this car will, you're probably wondering why didn't it throw a code and tell you exactly which one it is. This is a 01, but it did not, so I'm not sure if it doesn't have the sensor. I know Ford didn't really upgrade the engine until 03, so that answers that question for you. All right, try to be careful with a lot of these pieces because once again they are older and you don't want to break it. Pause it. Come on. If you you got it. All right, so I got my where we at? This is a 7. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen this bad boy up right here. They in the way. Trying to do this with one hand, man. I forgot to bring my other glove out. So there we go. Probably should put a little WD-40 on that bad boy. This will work. Be careful of these, you know, don't drop the screw. Like I said, I already blew the top of the engine off with some air, compressed air, to make sure. See, look at this, got that crinkle in it right there, so I actually have to end up replacing that hose. Yep. All right, so unclamped it. Make sure you push that clamp in right here at the bottom. It was turned like this. Squeeze that in. Give it a little twist before you pull it out. Now also I do see a little leaf right here, so I need to get this freaking leaf out the way, because I don't want that to fall down in the motor. Come here. There we go. Yeah, so you don't want that down in the engine. All right, first one is out. Here we go. All right. All right, so this is what we had to work with. Mars or Pam? Nope, Mars Ram. Some, however they want to say it, Mars Ram. Right? Yeah. My son agreed. Mars Ram. Sorry y'all, the heat is hot out here. So I got to take the screw out of this one real quick and put into the new one. All right, but they, other than that, they look pretty much identical. Plugs are the same. Yep. Style is the same. So, yep. Now sometimes you can put like a little electrical grease on here. I don't have any, but it should be fine. I believe they may already have something on there. Yeah, they already got like a little green. See that? That's a grease on there already. So I like this. I might have to recommend them. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. They already got it greased up for you. All right, now typically, some people may want to, why not go ahead and change the plugs on here? Well, for one, I need this car running 100% again ASAP, and also it has been driven today. If you're going to change plugs on these 4.6 and your 5.4s, you have to do it when the motor, you haven't driven the car. Let it sit all night before you change the plugs, because you will strip them out. So, or they'll end up blowing out. So you don't want to do that. So always change it when it's cold. Now, I think we only put so far on this car since I bought it. I'm hoping that well, it should have already had the plugs changed. So I was gonna really wait till it get to about 200,000 miles. I got like 170 on here before I change them. Yeah. All right, so while we're taking these loose, let's go over some common issues you may run across when replacing these coil packs. So first, you're gonna want to make sure you are very careful with the clips. The vehicles are now older vehicles, so these plastic clips tend to break pretty easily. So you want to take your time, take those loose. Now, the next thing you may run across is when you're ready to take the coil pack out, the boot may separate due to the coil pack being worn. So the top of the coil pack will come out along with a spring, but the boot that goes around the spring may still be stuck in the cylinder wall. So you may have to get a pair of needle nose to help remove the remaining part of the boot. I have had that happen a few times. The coil pack was actually good, and when we went to change the plugs, it separates the coil pack from the boot. So I just replaced the whole thing. If that's the case, they used to sell it where you could just get the boot to go back on the coil pack, but sometimes it's just easier to go ahead and replace the entire piece. Now, one way to prevent that from happening is always kind of twist and wiggle the coil pack as I'm taking it out. Don't just try to pull it straight out, because it might separate. And then once again, need those needle nose to remove the coil pack. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I gotta plug this one up. Plug it back up. Now, typically, you're supposed to plug these up as you go so you don't lose track. So, good thing I'm filming so I can always look back and make sure. But there we go. Now this one here is the one that they put the JB well on, so I'm probably gonna wait on that one, because now I can put the arm back on, the breather tube, and I don't have to worry about trying to reach these. So these are good to go. Got them bolted back in. All right. Then later on, when they get to close to 200,000 miles, we're gonna just snatch the plugs out, and I'll probably just go back with the motor crap. Or I might leave these in. We'll see how they do. Right, and I'll probably still just order some motor crap. So let's go ahead and put this arm back on and fire her up and just see how she runs before we tear down everything. Well, yeah, replace a lot of pieces. All right, put you back on. You on this side, this side. You like that, like that. I always recommend taking a picture before you take this stuff apart, so that way you can put it back together. And then, so we are going to replace this hose right here. It's cracked. This is the original hose. It has July of 2000 on it, so it's well past that time frame on that. This is a 10. Let's see. Something, let me see. I might be wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not a 10. I'm sorry. It might be an 8. The 8. The 7. Okay, there we go. My bad. It's the 7. Is it the 7? Yeah. Is it? No, I'm sorry, y'all. That is the 8. I'll put it on the screen, though. That's the 8. All right, cool. All right.
Now.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, we got it started. She running smooth. Fire right up. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the other side. We're gonna leave this one right here. I'm gonna start on that side because I don't want to take it off just yet until I get some more JB well. Or probably just replace the foot. I'm just checking. All right, let's take her on the test drive. All right, so we're in the Mercury. Like I said, I did 5 out of 8. I'm gonna come back and do the other ones. Little man had to grab something to eat, so let's go ahead and take a test drive while we at it and see how it runs. Plus, I wanted to see if I could figure out which ones may have been bad. I'm thinking it was at least 2 of them, the way it was skipping. So, and then I noticed that a few of them had like the yellow mark, so like they had been replaced, but they probably used like some old ones because they had the yellow mark, which means they probably got it from a salvage yard or whatnot. So we're gonna see how these do and go from there. Pull out. So like I said, basically I got to put it on the straightaway and then just try to like feather it. That's the only time it really was skipping, when you're trying to feather the pedal or you're going up an incline. Now if you're giving it some gas, oh, she runs like a champ. So let's see. But I know after I replaced those 5, it started right up. Now what I usually do is I do one side of the motor, crank the car up, see how it does. I'll make sure, you know, everything is at least where I started at as far as running wise, and I do the other side. So that way if you run into any issues, you're not trying to figure out, well, what the heck? You know exactly what side of the engine that issue was on. So far so good. I probably gotta get up to cruising speed. Let's see. Trying to see. Now, I'm gonna still replace the other 3. Yeah, so I'm gonna still replace the other 3. Right now, man, it is no issues. It's running like a champ. I think I got this car at 155,000 miles. I done put at least 15,000 easy. So I let my wife, this is my wife's car. She drives this one. I drive the regular Crown Victoria. So I gave her the Mercuries. It got all the bells and whistles, all the comfort features. So, and it rides so smooth. So plenty of trunk space. But yeah, I mean, I'm cruising, man. She's not missing a beat. Drive it a little bit further and then see. But so I'll end up changing the other 3 out. Might do that tomorrow. Might just do that tomorrow. Yeah, because I really don't have time. I might, yeah, I don't have time today. Like I said, she's cruising pretty good right now. So yeah, I think that fixed it. So it was one of the 2 out of that 5 probably was bad. So now we know. Go from there. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching the channel, leaving the comments down below. Make sure if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, because it shows that 90% of the people who watch the channel have not subscribed to the channel. Really appreciate it, and I will catch you guys on the next one.